In today's video, I'll talk about the one thing that is making me a better street photographer and improving my street photography. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Embreen. I'm a certified street photography addict, also known by Hipster in Copenhagen. And today I'd like to share a few observations on why that one thing is improving my street photography. For me, there are two aspects to doing street photography every day. There is the philosophical aspect and then there is the practical aspect. So let me start with the philosophical first. The first thing I started to notice was that it really improved my sense of purpose. And what I mean here is the sense of purpose of why I do street photography. So I started to remember my why. Why do I do street photography? I am the first one to own it. I am an emotional street photographer and I have to be in the mood. I have to feel some kind of pull to go out on the streets to take photographs. And last year in 2023, I suffered a lot from those photography cycles where I didn't feel motivated. I didn't feel inspired. I didn't want to pick up my camera and I kind of avoided street photography altogether. And this has really reaffirmed my purpose of why I like to do this. The second thing I noticed was that going out on the streets every day really boosted my confidence level and I got more bold every time I went out on the streets. And one thing I can mention here is that I wanted to get closer to my subjects for a long time. And I've only been using my Fuji X100V for these daily photo walks. So basically using a 35mm, you have to be quite close to your subjects. And I really wanted those raw, intimate photographs because it was a little bit of a different style for me. And by going out every day and practicing that, it really helped me become more confident because in the past, I really did hesitate a lot and I wasn't really comfortable being that close to people. And now after I practiced this a few times and I got a few great photographs, and by going out every day, it really gave me the confidence that I was looking for, especially to make those photographs. I also learned to let go of my self-limiting beliefs and, those preconceived notions of what can be done and what cannot be done. And sometimes I had to argue with myself saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go out with my 35mm. To be honest, I think that stems from me being very comfortable using certain focal lengths. And sometimes it felt like a little bit daunting to go out and do something that I'm not really comfortable with. But it was a good reminder that sometimes you have to be uncomfortable for a while before it gets good and just let go of those self-limiting beliefs, because they're really not doing anything good. I use the same camera, my Fuji X100V, daily for my photo walks, and I would say I had a little bit of a difficult time using that camera in the beginning, and I sometimes felt like the chemistry was missing between me and my camera, if you can put it that way. And since I've been using it every day, I now feel like it's become a natural and extended part of me, so a true everyday carry. Sometimes when I go out now and if I don't carry my camera, I feel like something is missing, like you miss your wallet or anything else that you carry with you every day. So I think that is a really good thing that I feel that connection to a piece of gear, especially as a street photographer, because it is important that we carry our gear to capture those special moments. I have also been feeling vulnerable, especially when I'm sharing my photographs on Instagram, and I've shared a few of them lately, and it's very interesting to see people's reactions to it. So basically, my Instagram profile has been carefully curated over the years with a very specific type of street photography. So my photos are very much light and shadow, very digitally clean, minimalistic, and so forth. So it's been interesting also for me personally to share different type of work that I can do. So in a sense that I'm more versatile than I let on, which is a good thing in the end. All right, so the practical aspect and maybe also some of the practical reasons of doing street photography every day. So definitely what I see is that my ability to notice small details and small things as I'm walking around has improved immensely. I notice small details that I've never noticed, and often when I go out on my photo walks, I walk the same stretch of street. And every time I go out, I amaze myself that I can see small details that I didn't notice the day before. I also noticed that I've become better at anticipating things. Sometimes I can see a situation unfold, and I actually had a few situations where I quickly put myself in a position where I was able to capture that moment or situation unfold. As a street photographer, I think it's a great ability to be at the right spot at the right time. And if you have the ability to really quickly see a situation unfold, or you can anticipate something that is going to happen. It might not happen. And if you can insert yourself in that situation by standing ready with your camera, it's just great. I've taken a few great shots, in my own opinion, that way. A few other reasons I can mention are that I really expanded my overall street photography skill set. It really helped me try out different kind of photography. So basically candid street photography. It helped me with some of my self-assignments, like getting closer to my subjects. It also expanded my portfolio with diverse and different photographs. I really embrace shooting in all types of weather. I think the pull of going out was stronger than staying at home, which is a good thing. I also proved to myself that going to a familiar place over and over can really help hone your skills, and I did that for over 30 days. I went to the same stretch, the same street, and I still came home with different photographs, with different perspectives and fresh angles. So don't let the mindset of going back to a familiar place hold you back. It can be done. Last but not least, I really learned to love the 35mm focal length all over again. It's funny because I learned street photography on a 35mm focal length, and going back to that focal length again after so many years has been a challenge in itself, but it's been a good challenge. So I'm happy that I stuck to one camera with a fixed focal length and I didn't kind of venture out and try something else, because I think that could really have disrupted some of my learnings that I've gotten by using the same gear over and over again. All the reasons that I mentioned in this video are based on the one decision that I made of going out every day and do street photography. And I truly believe that this one thing is making me a better street photographer, and I'm very excited to see where it will take me in the future. All right, take care. See you in the next one.